I'm going to talk about the effects of coronavirus on Tesla Giga Berlin and German auto sector in general. Tesla Giga Berlin makes the top headlines in Germany, but in this video, I have an exclusive interview with a top German automotive expert who is going to tell our viewers the disruptions and the opportunities in the German electric car sector and how will short-term crises like the coronavirus change the German automotive industry and Tesla Giga Berlin. And I believe if you look at this, you will see that this is going to change the entire world automotive industry. You may not believe, but this effect that I'm going to tell you and change is so logical and so huge that I don't know how they are even going to do it because it's so logical and so huge change to make. This is Armen Harayan from torquenews.com and welcome back to our channel. Please subscribe to our channel and ring the bell not to miss our Tesla and EV daily reports. Please also like this video to show your appreciation of all the people who work locally to bring you these news updates. Let's watch the interview. Stefan DiBitonto is an automotive expert from Germany Trade and Invest. I asked my friend Jefferson Chase to interview Stefan, which you are about to see, asking him the following 5 questions. First, business consultant Mckenzie says Germany is poised to overtake China next year in electric vehicle production. Why does Mckenzie think this? Because China is very advanced in electric production, but how come Germany is overtaking it? Second, while Tesla gets most of the headlines in Germany due to Giga Berlin, what are some of the models, some of the things going on in German EV sector? Third, what is the German government doing to promote German EV sector, EV car buying? You will see that Germany has a different and very interesting model from the United States. Fourth, how can international investors get involved in investing in Germany's electric vehicle sector? And 5, while we see structural disruptions in the automotive sector, how is short-term crisis like the coronavirus going to impact companies like Tesla, its Giga Berlin construction, and the German automotive industry in general? Let's watch Stefan speaking.
So Stefan, the business consultants McKinsey say that Germany is poised to overtake China next year in the production of EVs. Why do they think this?
Well, there's many reasons, but I think the most important reasons, if we take a look at the German automotive landscape, is that Volkswagen has changed its core strategy towards electromobility. So we see that other OEMs such as Daimler or BMW will have to react on that just to keep pace with the electric mobility technology that is coming up. On the other hand, we also see that by 2021, Germany will overtake China in production when it comes to volume. And by 2024, German OEMs will be by far making many more electric vehicles than China will, for instance. And the most significant part about this is that the Tesla factory that has been decided to be settled in Brandenburg soon is not included in these numbers. And these numbers also have nothing to do with the coronavirus situation that we are experiencing today.
So Stefan, you mentioned Tesla. They get a lot of the headlines, but tell us about some of the models. Tell us about the things that are going on in the German EV sector.
Well, we see obviously a lot of change going on right now. We see Volkswagen concentrating on their ID family right now, coming up with a lot of models in this sense. We see BMW already has launched its i3 and i8 many years ago, now coming up with an i4. Mercedes has an SUV called EQC. So we see that there's a lot of models coming out in electric mobility, and this in the near future will change dramatically, because we're going to see when German engineering expertise will really kick in, then we're going to see much more innovation, much more new technologies coming out, and many more models that will be pushed on the market.
So Stefan, what is the German government doing to promote German EVs then?
Well, the German government has actually decided giving out cash incentives for purchasing electric vehicles. We have an interesting model. It's not just the government that's involved. We have also the producers. Both of them take a share of 50% when it comes to incentives, up to 6,000 euros per vehicle. So this is a quite interesting model. And on the other hand, we see lots of investment going into the infrastructure, because until the year 2030, they've set a goal to reach 1 million charging stations by the year 2030.
And how can international investors get involved in all this?
Well, we see that there's a high density in automotive industry here in Germany. Now with the change into electric mobility and also autonomous driving, we see structural change happening in the supply chains, and therefore there's lots of chances for international investors to step in, into new technologies that are, being requested now. And Germany obviously is the place to be when it comes to investing into automotive in Europe.
So Stefan, you've talked about some of the structural disruptions to the industry, but we also have some short-term crises that we've been dealing with recently. What effect are they going to have?
Well, you mentioned it. We've seen the situation with the trade conflict going on in the near past, but also in the present, and most likely we'll see the same thing in the future. Which has effect on that. But on the other hand, we're experiencing at this moment right now the corona crisis that also will have a huge effect on supply chains. So I think that automakers, CEOs are rethinking their supply chains and will probably redirect them closer to the production sites where they actually need them, and not have such long distance in between them with, not knowing if these parts can be delivered or not. And the opportunities that we see is that Germany is the biggest automotive location in Europe, and due to its change in supply chains, maybe in the near future, we might see a shift towards Europe. And then if it's Europe, then we're obviously going to be talking about Germany. So there's going to be a lot of opportunities for the new supply chain directions here in the country.
Well, I hope that you found that interview very interesting. Let me know what you think in the comments. How do you think the car companies are going to change their entire supply chain? Because some companies get their certain parts from China or from the halfway from the end of the world. Now they know that a crisis like coronavirus or any crisis like that can easily, within weeks, disrupt the supply chain and therefore the production, and therefore have a huge impact on the economy. Therefore, what they need to do is to change their supply chain and make sure the supply chain is very close to where the production is. So let's say this is how it's going to affect the Tesla Giga Berlin. Let's say Giga Berlin is near Grünheide, which is right outside of Berlin. All the supply chains need to be very close. So if there is an effect like this, it will not, like the coronavirus, it will not affect the production of the car. Or let's say the GM is making a plant. I was yesterday in Dallas, and they have a huge plant in Dallas. All the supply chains for that place have to be in the United States or closer to Dallas. So crisis like coronavirus will not affect it. Now think of it on a global level. How are these companies, the car companies, going to restructure their entire supply chain to make sure that their cars are manufactured regardless of crisis like coronavirus, other illnesses, or any other type of crisis? Let me know what you think about this in the comments section, because this is going to be an interesting discussion. And I have worked in a very large organization, and I know how difficult it is to make a huge change, because there are so many groups involved, so many stakeholders involved, and it takes a lot of time to make a change. I don't know how the car companies are going to totally restructure their supply chain to bring them closer where the actual production is. Let me know what you think, how long it will take for this whole process to take place, and who can do it faster. Let me know in the comments if you know any company who is really thinking about this and has already taken some real step. Make sure its supply chain is very close where the production site is. This is going to be very interesting. So let's watch it, and actually let's continue the discussion in the comments. And if you are new to this channel, please know that we have an important date coming up, March 18, which is just a few days away, almost a week away, that there will be an important discussion taking place in the city of Erkner, which is outside near Grünheide, where Tesla is building its first European Gigafactory. And they're going to have a discussion. If everything goes smooth, after that, the groundbreaking of Tesla Gigafactory, Giga Berlin, is expected to take place within by the end of this month, and the building permit will be given to Tesla, and after that things are going to probably go much faster. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to this channel and ring the bell so you receive notifications when we upload new videos and you continue the discussion with us. And please like this video to show your appreciation to all the people who have helped us to build this report. Thanks for watching and have a blessed day. See you in the next report.